Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm gonna show you how I trim a brisket and I'm gonna get right into it. So I would like to do this all in one shot so you can see how I do it. I'm just taking a quick look at this. You can see some good decal fat right here that we'll take off. Probably take a little bit of this fat off and some silver skin. We got some loose pieces here. Some part of the flat we'll go ahead and trim out too. This is a 19-pound brisket, choice Angus. We got this one from the restaurant store as well because I've never done that and I want to see how it goes. So let's go ahead and start. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to start by taking this decal out. This is a really hard fat. There we go. Peel it back a little bit. What I'm going to do is render this for some tallow. The whole game plan is we're having a big barbecue and this will go on the smoker overnight, probably for about a 15-hour cook. So see, just a little bit of meat. We'll chunk this in there. Got some of that decal out, some of the fat there. Now, trimming the brisket is a personal choice to everybody, how you want to do it. I mean, there's some general rules of thumb here. Some people don't even trim a brisket. All that fat you saw, people will literally just smoke it like that. I don't want to do that. I want to trim it out, make it a little bit nicer looking, makes for easier carving, and it's just, I don't know, it looks better. So while I got this here, let's turn this over real quick, take a quick gander. All right, so we got some meat right there. That's thin, we'll get that in a minute. There we go. All right, so what I want to do here, we're gonna cut right along the side. Make a nice clean edge. This is a big brisket, bigger than my cutting board. Go right there. We're gonna go ahead and round this off. The trimmings are gonna be used eventually for hamburger, so everything will not go to waste. All right, while I have this, we'll go ahead. Let's turn this over. This thing is a beast. Same thing here. Just gonna get some straight lines. There's a lot of fat on that side. Just like that. And you can see right in the middle here, it's a lot of hard fat right there. So we can go ahead and dig some of that out if we want, or we can leave it. I'll make that determination in a minute. While I got that here, let's go ahead and round. I don't know if I'm gonna be too fancy with this. It is a backyard cook. We're not doing it for competition. You can see how thick the fat is, which we'll trim that down in a minute. Turn that over. What I want to do, leave about, I don't know, about a 1/4 inch over the flat, because this part's the flat, that part's the point. We can trim down fairly aggressively because there's a lot of fat in that point. But from right here, we'll start up here, right where the point's at, and we'll just start taking off some of this really thick fat. Definitely need a sharp knife. It helps. Don't be overly concerned if you make a get down to the meat. Like I said, this part is the point, which is fatty. Once again, this is choice. This isn't prime, so it's not going to be overly fatty. this is your first time doing it, or if you never have done it, this isn't too intimidating at all. Once you just learn how to do the basics of it, it's not too hard. So now here we go, we're coming down to the flat area. So I'm just gonna take off this top layer of fat. Just like that. And you can feel how in certain areas, like this area is really hard front and back. So we know that we can definitely take some more of the fat off here, because this part right here is just a big rib of fat. There we go. It's a little hard right here, so we'll take some of that off. Like I said earlier, I want to keep about 1/4 inch. You can see that's kind of thick right there, so we'll take a little bit of that corner off. There we go. Everything to protect that flat side. All right, now some of these hangers, as I like to call them, just loose pieces off the edge, will just burn up. So as we feel this, it's still a little hard right there, so we'll take a little bit more off. There we go. Okay, this fat will be fine right there. Let's come back around. Like I said, there's some big chunks of fat in here. We could separate it just a little bit. You can always go crazy with getting rid of the fat. Remember, a lot of this is going to render, as well as you can trim it off at the end. Definitely a hard, chunky piece of fat. In fact, what we're gonna do with this part, just like that. Now, however you trim a brisket, that's good for you. You can just go ahead and trim it however you like. See how this kind of sticks up like a mohawk? We're gonna trim that off as well. Otherwise, see how thin that is on a long cook. This is gonna be 14 or 15 hours. That'll just burn up. So we are taking that off. That right there is what separates the point from the flat. Let's see if we can separate it a little bit. So I do want to take some of that out. No need to have such a large amount of fat on here. And again, however you want to trim this, there are people who do this and leave all that fat on. So completely up to you. Still. There we go. All right. I'm almost at the point I'm going to let this be. Pretty much, this is the point. That's part of the flat right down here. That'll be fine. Everything is feeling good. A little bit of hard spot right here. You can lift up underneath. Again, this is a backyard trim. All right, let's turn it over. Get some of the silver skin out here. You don't have to do this part if you don't want to, but I like to do it. That way all the rub goes directly onto the meat and not having to try to penetrate all that silver skin. So all right, it's looking good. Like I said, backyard trim. Some of the things people might do is round this. I don't have but a pellet smoker, but a lot of people will kind of round these out. I think that's fine. So let's take a last look. So that looks fine to me. That's good enough for a backyard trim. I'm not here running a competition of any sort, but we're gonna take this probably about a 17-pound beast. We're gonna go put it on the grill here in just a little bit. But that's how I went ahead and trimmed this 19-pound beast today. And if you learned something, do me a favor, leave a comment. We're gonna roll right into another video here just shortly of showing this baby cook, as well as some pork butts going along with it. So I appreciate you watching. Do me a favor, hit that like button. If you like what you saw, leave me some comments. We appreciate everybody out there. To all our friends and family, we love you. Peace.